Hi Scorpio, welcome to your March 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note about my readings, they are for your sun, moon and ascendant. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer and more complete picture of how they speak to you. So we're going to look at your different sectors of your life, and then we're going to pull a major card for each one of the weeks ahead. This is going to infuse your weekly reading, so it's all kind of like one complete ecosystem, let's say. And then your key to the month is literally kind of like the overarching energy or theme. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button should it resonate with you. I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what your actions and interactions with the world at large have to say for you over the course of March. And this month you get the Seven of Cups. So in a lot of ways, I see this card as when you have too much on your plate. And this would definitely be a month where you are looking to streamline everything that you're doing. This is about taking something off of your plate. In a lot of ways as well, it's going to see you really focused on dispelling the confusion. This is a much clearer month. We don't have the Mercury retrograde. I actually think all of the personal planets are direct now as well, which is great. So what this kind of says basically is this is going to be a month where you are not only tying up loose ends, but you are clarifying what you need to do. This is about you kind of saying to yourself and being honest with yourself about what you should put down, what you should pick up and what you should continue on with. Seven of Cups is not really an easy card. I mean, it's not a bad card. It's not as challenging as some of the others. It just suggests that there's kind of too much going on. And this month, this is going to see you really focusing on how to bring that into some sort of smaller pieces, like smaller chunks. It's also going to see you paying attention to what is hearsay, what is, you know, pie in the sky, and what is actually worth your time and your energy, right? So for your money and materials, you have the Devil card coupled with the Seven of Cups. If you are one to overindulge, whether this is in alcohol, sex, drugs, rock and roll, like whatever your vices are, this is a month where you probably want to keep control of yourself as best as you possibly can. The reason I say this is because you have the Seven of Cups there, which can... I mean, it's not the Five of Cups, which is really overindulgence, right? But with the Seven of Cups, it's murky. It's kind of like, yeah, you know, do you know what I mean? It's a bit of that kind of energy. But coupled with the Devil card, this can literally speak to overindulgence, whatever your overindulgence is. For some people, it's being a workaholic. For some people, it's, you know, spending 12 hours at the laptop. For some people, it is drinking too much. For some people, it's smoking. Whatever your vices are this month, they are very likely to be to the forefront, and you might find that they are easier to slip into or onto. Like whatever you use as a crutch, you know, if it's food, if it's sex, like whatever it is, this month the potential to really fall into some bad habits is definitely there. So I really want you to pay attention to that. Now, the other thing that comes up here as well, this could, believe it or not, I know you're probably going to be like, what? This could actually be a really good month for money for you. The challenge that appears to come up here is that you are so obsessed with making money, you're so kind of focused on that one goal that you literally just blot everything else out. And, you know, the way that that can be received by loved ones and family and partners, it's like, well, you know, they don't care about anything else. They're just being materialistic. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, Scorpios aren't materialistic. Actually, yes, they are. In the good way and in the challenging way and in the not so conscious way as well. Every single sign has a shadow side. And one thing that an old astrology teacher taught me that really rings true to me today is every single sign will express the worst of its opposite sign in the zodiac. What's your opposite sign in the zodiac? It's Taurus. So you think about the worst traits of Taurus. When you behave in an unconscious manner as a Scorpio, sun, moon or ascendant, that's the traits that you're going to exhibit. And one of them is being materialistic. Now, This energy gives you a really powerful drive to create, you know, more stability, more security, more financial abundance, all of that this year. Absolutely, that's great. It's wonderful, especially this month. You've got the passion and the drive for it. And because the Devil card is ruled by Capricorn, it's like you can see that goal. The problem is with the Scorpio energy combined, it's like that's all you're seeing. Do you know what I mean? It's like that singular focus. Everything else doesn't exist. Try not to get into that this month. I mean, look how much time I've taken up just to explain this. So think about how that might express itself in your own field of experience. Now, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, whatever your overindulgences are, this could be food. If you like sweet snacks, that's definitely me. I'm not a Scorpio, but damn, I love me some sweet snacks. You know, this could be the, you know, where you're so busy as well, you know, like you have a packet of biscuits next to you while you're working away, and before you know it, the whole packet is gone. You know, this could be like that kind of thing. Just look out for the overindulgence this month across the board, whether that's working too much, eating too much, drinking too much. For your home and environment, if you are partnered or you live with someone else, if you live with your kids, if you live with your partner, if you live with your parents, like this could be a month where there are some clashes. You might feel this, and it's because you want a different experience to the one that you're having at the moment. Join the club. And you might be acutely or keenly aware of that. Now, if you live on your own, the other part of this is going to be true, right? Reach out to get people to stop you from overindulging in ways that are going to be detrimental to you eventually. For your communications and conversations, you have the Page of Cups. So it does appear that certainly the single or maybe newly dating someone, Scorpios, it looks like you all are smitten. So somebody has definitely piqued your interest, and what I like about this is you come up here through the Page of Cups, which means you're open and you're in that sort of space of being like, oh, you know, it's nice and it's lovely, and you know, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. It's really fun, it's really warm, and it's really exciting, but there is a potential for this to become all-consuming. You know, and this is the thing, when Scorpio gets fixated on something, you guys really, you know, so just be aware of that. Now, when it comes to communication in general, when it comes to your work, when it comes to anything that you're doing in your professional life, this is really nice because it means that you're being received very well, and a lot of the creative ideas that you have, they're going to reach far and wide, which is great. Just make sure that not too much is being expected of you or put on your plate, all right? Just, you want to make sure that you can keep some level of autonomy. And then for your love or heart and hearth sector, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is beautiful. Literally, like this, one of the taglines for this is beauty. Beauty, refinement. Now, for those of you that are in relationships and partnerships, this suggests that you do need to pay some practical attention to your partnership, to your relationship. It is where you are going to be able to seek that time off. It's where you're going to be able to seek that time out. But just like anything beautiful, especially in the natural world, at some point it needs to be tended to. Where is it that you are maybe working so hard, or do you know what I mean, like you're not putting enough maintenance into the relationship? Because the Nine of Pentacles says that it's beautiful, but if you want it to stay beautiful, you've got to do some maintenance on it. You know, it's like your car or if you have plants, you know, things take upkeep. Just remind yourself to do that, because if you can pull yourself out of this, you're going to realize that this is giving you everything that you need anyway. For your those of you that are single, yeah, nice. Like I said, for those of you that are newly seeing someone or about to come into a relationship, this looks really nice, but there could be that kind of very singular focus, so just keep that in mind. So let's have a look at your weeks of the month and how these might play out for you. And this month, for the first week, you have the Justice card, right? So this is right underneath the Seven of Cups. This is literally you making hard and fast decisions. Is this in? Is it out? Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? This is going to see you being really honest, really clear about where it is that you're going from here, what it is that's made the cut. who it is that's made the cut even as well. You know, this could be colleagues, it could be friends, it could be collaborators. It's like literally just, this is you saying yes, 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 no, 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 and boom, separating the wheat from the chaff, as they say. For your second week of the month, you have the Temperance card. Okay, so this is good. The message here is literally everything that you want, but in moderation. That's as clear cut and as clear as day as I could possibly say it. So that second week of the month, I think you're going to find some sort of either regulation. What it also suggests to me as well, I think the realization that you're putting too much on your plate is going to come from outside. It may be that somebody requests something of you that you think, actually, you know what, I really want to do that, but I can't because there's just too much else to do. For your third week of the month, you have the Magician card, all right, right underneath the Page of Cups. One of your own creative ideas or endeavors is really going to start to take shape or form, and it's really going to start to be, what's the word? It's really going to start to be that kind of, I think it's going to no longer going to be like an idea or a concept. It's going to be fully fledged. This will be something that you can present to people. I actually feel like you're going to be finishing or completing something here, or making it real in some way, shape or form. And you're going to be able to show people, like, this is what I've been working on. This is what I've been doing. This is what I've been, you know, slaving away over all of my blinkers on. Yeah, nice. For your fourth week of the month, you have the Death card. The Death card has come up a lot for this sector. That's quite interesting to me, because in other decks as well, as far as I'm remembering rightly, which suggests to me that there may be something happening on the wider world stage that we might need to be aware of. The first one that comes up is, I think we may be seeing either an earthquake. That may very well be possible. We may also see some sort of wind, storm or hurricane, and there's a few reasons that I'm saying that because of the combination of cards, but I haven't got time to go into it. So just something to think about. Now, on a personal level, for those of you that are single, this, I mean, it does kind of suggest that there's a little bit of a spicy vibe, let's say, to whoever it is that you may be connecting to. So, you know, who you guys are and how you are behind closed doors is obviously none of anybody else's business. But yeah, there's definitely a thought about that. And then for those of you that are partnered or in relationships, this could be plans that you had to do something nice, i.e. a vacation or something like that, that maybe fall through. And one of the reasons could possibly be because there is so much on your plate. And this is one of the reasons I say, remember, you've got to do the maintenance. You know, that there's nothing wrong with the relationship at the moment, but if it continues where you're just working, you might run into some problems. Overall, not too bad. Let's have a look at your key to the month and see what comes up for you. This month you get the Hanged Man, right? So message clear as day. You've got to find some time to take some time out this month, right? Whatever that looks like for you. You've got to take some steps back. You've got to reevaluate and reassess. You need to literally put the working tools down, whatever they might be, you know, whether it's for an hour a day, whether it's for 1 day a week. Like, you've got to get some separation from the work, from the profession, from the busy, all right? The other aspects of your life are also crying out for attention. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. And if you see anything on the wider world stage that corresponds to what we talked about, please post links and videos and articles and stuff in the comments. I love it when you do that, because for me, it's validation. All right, with that said, take care, and I'll see you soon.